Welcome, everyone, to the 100th episode extravaganza. Folks, I was trying to come up with exactly what I should say for this big event, and the only thing that could come to my mind was just thank you. Thanks to each and every single one of you. If it weren't for you all, this wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't be able to get up from my bed every morning and do this. But thanks to your support, I have been able to make one-upper episodes, and I plan to make 100 episodes more, and then 100 episodes after that, basically just my whole life. But no, I'm just honored to be able to do this all for you, and I thought for this 100th episode, we could go ahead and talk a little bit about how I make each episode, and I'm going to answer some of you guys' questions, and we're just going to make this a big event. I am overwhelmed, really. This episode is just to thank each and every one of you. Okay, so a lot of you are probably wondering how it is I shoot these videos. And I don't have a camera. I am actually shooting this from my phone. It's a little bit cracked, but it seems to get the job done. But in order to shoot from this height, I have some technical equipment that I use. It's not a tripod, but I'll just go ahead and show you how it is I pretty much shoot every scene. What I got here is this bed, and I got this shelf. I bought this from a director's studio, and that will be what puts it up here. And then I got these books here, which I just lean the phone against. And this is pretty much how I do every single scene. I just pile a bunch of stuff on top of each other and get it to my height. This is like when I'm changing a light bulb or I'm at the playground. It's just a bunch of stuff on top of each other. Oh, and also, wanted to go ahead and show you this. A lot of you probably don't think this thing was real, but here it is. This is the suit of armor that I use for the Fireside Tales. It is a real suit of armor. It is actually mine. And it is awesome. I feel like a knight. And I used to have a deer head hanging on my wall, but my mom got rid of it because she thought it was ugly. But I was able to keep the suit of armor. This thing is just wicked. I feel like I should just have like a pet dragon at my feet when I have this here. So anyways, yes, it is real, absolutely. And it is awesome. Moving on. You probably thought I didn't have any kind of like lighting system or anything, but actually this is what I usually use, and I can change the lighting in case I want to change the mood. I use this thing actually quite a lot, pretty much in every episode. They say you're actually supposed to use natural lighting, at least a lot of the YouTube videos that I've watched. I wouldn't agree with that if you were going to start doing a YouTube channel. Natural lighting, sometimes it casts a shadow on my face. It gets bright, and you'll even notice, like back here, you get a lot of light reflected on the glass. I don't feel like your phone is able to like make it look nice with natural lighting. So I would definitely suggest to get a lighting system if you can afford it. If not, you can work around it a lot. But I would say lighting was the trickiest part of this show. I don't have any problems with sound really or music. But lighting has proven to be a problem, and I've been able to work with it, but it's probably the most difficult thing about the Seth Lewis show. So, I'd definitely suggest getting a lighting system. Okay, so a lot of you are probably wondering how it is I get music and videos onto my show. And it's mostly just from this thing, my computer. YouTube has this editing software which allows me to do pretty much all of that stuff. Any music you've heard on the show, any like videos, it all comes from the YouTube editor, and I'm very glad that creators like me have that option to be able to do that stuff. I probably would not have been able to create the quality videos that I have without it. It's not perfect. The music ends off rather abruptly, if you haven't noticed that yet. I try to end it off on just the right notes so you don't notice that. But I'm just looking right now for better editing software. I haven't got there yet. And you also might notice I got this sheet here. You're probably wondering why I do that all the time. And sheets are really handy because you can change the location of your episode and no one notice. For instance, right now I'm in Maryland, but I could just press pause and there we go. I am now in New Jersey. So I can do that pretty much anywhere. I just hold on a sec. And now I'm in Egypt. So sheets are really handy for stuff like that. Now, in fact, I couldn't have even done the 33 days or 34 days of Mustache if I hadn't had sheets. I was in completely different locations for all those days. But anyways, let's go on to writing. I think the writing process is the most tricky. So a lot of you are probably wondering about the writing process to this show. And it's actually really complicated. For instance, Seth Lewis. Say, 3 times. I don't actually have a writing process to this show, to be honest. There have been a few shows that have been scripted, but for the majority of the time I've just never seen really the point in improvising. I mean, I know everything that needs to be said on this show, and I say it. Maybe if I had 2 cast members on the show, I would bother to write a script, but, you know, if it's just me, I've never really seen the point to it. And I'm sure a lot of you will disagree with me on that. I do usually retake these scenes about 5 times. I do believe in being a perfectionist and putting as much work as you can into your videos, but as far as improvising goes, I think that it's probably the best way for now, until later, until we get a little bit more of a budget. But, and also scripts, I don't really see the point to them. That's all. I don't see the point. Okay, so now's the part of the show where I answer some of you guys' questions. Lay it on me. Come on. Okay, so, a lot of you have been asking about why it is that on some episodes I'm, like, super happy, and then on other episodes I'm really serious. And the truth of the matter is, and I've been keeping this a secret for a long time, I am actually it's kind of hard to say, I'm actually a bisexual, which means that at certain moments I'm, like, super happy, and then in other moments I get, like, really depressed. Okay. Alright, my assistant is actually telling me that that is not bisexual, that is actually bipolar. What is... I don't really know what bisexual means, I don't know where that came from. Bipolar, sorry about that. Wait a second. Oh, it's still recording. Yeah, I think a lot of people think that I probably just do these shots just at once, you know, just one time, and maybe I could even get away with that, but I actually usually take a shot at least 5 times, just in case something goes wrong, and, you know, it just depends really on the scene. Sometimes I'll do it like 3 times, sometimes I'll do it 10, sometimes I'll do it 25. I know for the Ghost Pepper Challenge, I actually took that scene 25 different times before I was finally, satisfied with the product. It was a lot of ghost peppers to eat, but it was worth it for that final shot. Next question. Huh. That's actually interesting. Yeah, I never really noticed that before. There is a really huge gap there. Let's see. No, you can't get a whole pencil through there. Get close, though. A lot closer than you'd think. You probably sharpen it. Huh. Good notice, by the way, whoever noticed that. Very good. I think it was my sister, actually. No, I completely agree with that. I do my best with each of these episodes to keep them as short as possible. There are a few exceptions with that. I have gone to, like, I don't know, probably, I think the max was like 40 minutes. But for the most part, I have a rule here that I never go past 15 minutes. And that is a rule I strongly believe in. And I just want to make sure that these videos are as viewable as possible for you guys. Well, my personal favorite episode is 5 Amazing Things You Can Do with Paper. It was my most popular video, on YouTube at least. And it was my sister's favorite episode, it was my mom's favorite episode, it was my dad's favorite episode. And I think it was just one of those episodes where everything went perfect. There was one mistake. I had a book upside down at one point. But other than that, everything pretty much went off without a hitch. And, you know, I think probably my second favorite would be like the ice bath challenge, maybe. And, you know, one that I always thought was really good that a lot of people didn't notice was My New Pet. I was actually surprised it didn't become more popular than it did, but beggars can't be choosers, and, you know, I think pretty much every episode has been the greatest episode of The Seth Lewis Show. And 5 Amazing Things to Do with Paper just happens to be just a little bit better than everyone else. Hey, B. No, I don't think I can do it. No, I don't. But you know what? I bet I can get the tip of my nose. Let's see. Yeah, can do it. Do it. Ha ha! Yes! Oh, this show's really a great comedy, isn't it? Yeah. I am amazing. Well, here we all are, the 100th episode. And I hope you all have enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look, and I hope I've answered a few of your questions. And, you know, I just hope that this next 100 episodes can be just as good. No. Let's let this next 100 episodes be even better than the last ones. In fact, from now on, I'm going to be serious. This is the big times. I want these videos to be some of the greatest videos to ever hit the internet, and I will not settle for anything less. That's just how it's going to be. And let's be a little bit more mature from now on. No more of these kindergartner jokes that don't even make any sense. From now on, this is going to be a very sophisticated, intelligent comedy channel. So here's to the next 100 episodes. I'm going to enjoy it, and I hope you do too. It's just not possible. Well, I tried.